Whitney and Jones. And the Indian side, they've made one change. Over on the right-hand side, Chandra Pandit comes into the side. Kiran More has damaged that hamstring muscle. He can't play, and Praveen Amre is the 12th man. We join play now in excellent conditions. Good hard pitch, Tony Greig reported in his pitch report. And we join play now in the second over. Srinath is facing Whitney, and it's 0-0.
And he's off the mark. And that'll relieve the pressure on him just a little bit.
Yes, he's a touch player, Srinath. He's a very dangerous player because he's prepared to hit the ball over the infield in the first 15 overs. He'll hit you down the ground. This one he just chips away through mid-wicket. It was attempted Yorker. It was pretty well played. Got plenty of bat on it. Found the gap. Good start for him.
Craig McDermott, very experienced. Plays for Queensland. And we've mentioned that he is the bowler this year to have taken most wickets in Benson Hedges World Series. In the air, wide of Boone, and that's 4. I tell you what, when this guy gets going, he really does hit it. Boone had no chance to move there. That ball wasn't far away from him. Boy, did it go off the meat of the bat.
That's his game, isn't it? There's the line, just outside the line of the off stump. He was caught at third man at the Gabba, flashing when there was more bounce, but he hit that right on the meat. It went like a rocket to point for 4. And if McDermott's going to bowl that good one, it does give him an idea where the ball's going to be. It was in the air for 30-odd metres, but there was never going to be a catch there.
In the air and just wide of slip, but he got a hand on it after it had bounced, which means that it won't go for 4. That really went flying away. No chance, but a big effort there from War.
Listen, these are handy runs for India. Just getting a bit of a roll on here. One boundary, just edging that one, just the slip man diving well short of him. It raced away down to Paul Rifle at third man. In fact, Border now coming from that short mid-wicket position across to first slip.
Off-fielded and well thrown too. McDermott's on fire.
Yes, I think they look a little bit irritable to me, the Australian bowlers. They're throwing the ball underarm, they're throwing at the stumps, and they maybe just under a little bit of pressure. One gets a feeling there may have been a big team talk before this match in the Australian camp, that they've been told to get out there, and they've been doing very well. They are the leaders in the championship. They are hot favourites, one would think. And they may have just gone off the boil a bit, and one would feel that maybe Bobby Simpson or Alan Border had something to say today, because they really fired up. They're rotating the strike now. Ravi Shastri, who's always a little bit slow early on, just giving Srinath the strike as much as possible. And this man looks in good touch. 2 boundaries on the offside already. High grip of the bat.
And again through the gap. Lovely shot again by Srinath. Down to the fence. The outfield is quick. It's 4. This will get Alan Border's attention.
This certainly will, because the Australians want to go into the final series winning and confident. It's early days yet. It's obviously a very good batting wicket that was played on the up. He wasn't to the pitch of the ball, but notice the full face of the bat, and the elbow was there, followed it through, and Peter Taylor had no chance.
10 overs gone, none for 30. India, and Paul Rifle coming into the attack for Australia. Shastri finally picks the gap. He struggled a bit to find those gaps today. That brings up the 50. It's Shastri's first boundary. We have a change in the commentary position. Ian Chappell and Tony Cozier.
Thank you, Greg, and good afternoon to everyone in Australia, that is. I understand it's morning still in India. Certainly a good start here for India. And that's the end of Shastri, Rifle has his first wicket for Australia. A good delivery, Shastri beaten all ends up. He's gone for 22 and India are 1 for 52.
Well, that's a nice way to get your first wicket in international cricket. No questions about it when you hit the stumps. The ball cutting back quite sharply there from the off. Shastri is on his way. India 1 for 52 in the 19th over.
So Sidhu is the batsman who has come in. Steve Waugh doesn't only do it when he's throwing in, he does it when he's kicking as well.
Both the Waugh boys were quite talented at soccer in their young days. See the reason why.
There are the two who are out there in the middle, who made cricket history at the Queen's Park Oval in Port of Spain last year. First pair of twins this century to represent Australia in Test cricket. Brilliant catch. Superbly taken by David Boone.
Another example of the brilliant Australian fielding. David Boone had to make that catch. He had to come forward. It was hit very hard. And Sidhu actually was hitting it down. May have just been slightly top edge, but it was flying. And David Boone had to come well forward to take it. Sidhu is out. India 2 for 57.
So Sanjay Manjrekar coming in at number 4 instead of number 3. Well, he wasn't quite sure where that had gone, but it goes for 4, and they all count in the book. Inside edge.
Yes, they haven't got room on the scorecard to explain how you got them. There's only enough room there for the figures. That was, well, latter day terms, it's a French cut. The early days, I think it might have been called the draw. The forward draw shot.
That's well struck. Lofted it over mid-wicket. Chase here for Moody.
That's good running. Get back for the extra one while Tom Moody was on the ground. They knew that he'd have to get up and take a couple of paces to make the throw. Once again, you see a lot of wrist work in that shot, and that's where he generates all the power from, and it comes from the bat speed that he generates with the wrist work. Good work by Tom Moody to drag it back.
Rifle strikes again. His second wicket. Paul Rifle having a dream debut for Australia. Shrikant goes, and so does the stump.
We may find that Srikant was trying to run that one away again. That's exactly what it was. He was trying to run it down to third man. India now 3 for 69.
So the young star of Indian cricket, Sachin Tendulkar, comes back to the ground where he made that magnificent 148 not out in the Test match.
Whitefield set there at the moment.
We smashed that for the boundary for 4. Beautiful shot by Tendulkar. Just short, just outside off stump. And all the Indians that have come to the ground today really did enjoy that one.
Even the tight field is not proof against the short pitcher outside off stump. David Boone is the man square.
So that brings up the 100. India 3 down for 100.
Tom Moody has taken 2 wickets against India.
Taken in the gully by Jeffrey Marsh. The leg cutter working for Tom Moody. And so the 4th wicket is down for India.
Manjrekar failing once again. His bat face opening. He drives one straight down Marsh. Gully. India have lost their 4th wicket for 111.
Well, today's the day for the Indian skipper. They really need him to get some runs today. He's out there now with Tendulkar. India needing to win this match. Azharuddin won the toss and decided to bat first. Opportunity for an extra here once again. Batsman not running through at the non-striker's end, so he was able to get back for the second.
He's hit him, and he's got him. Alan Border knocking over the stumps, and an important wicket, that of Sachin Tendulkar, not being able to make his ground. 4 for 129.
Azharuddin struggling for a bit of form, trying to get off strike. Made the cardinal sin there of hitting it to Alan Border and running. And Tendulkar, who is in very good form, is really the one that India were going to rely on heavily if they were to get a very good score tonight. He's well out of his ground, and dead-eye Dick Alan Border has done it again. India 5 for 129.
Kapil Dev has come in and has a lot of work to do here for India. They've lost their 5th wicket. He's got this one though, over the head of Steve Waugh and into the advertising boards for 4.
Peter Taylor not very happy that Steve Waugh's not right on the boundary. Nothing worse for a bowler than seeing the ball land between an outfielder and the boundary. And this is exactly what happens here. Azharuddin gets a much better contact on that one, straight over Waugh's head.
He's hit this time. Bad luck on Kapil Dev. He lost his footing. He might just have got back. Ian Healy had a similar throw to try and run out Richie Richardson and missed up at the Gabba on Sunday. This time he didn't make any mistake.
Kapil Dev was looking for the single. Azharuddin not responding, and then the feet go out from under him. Ian Healy, as he could have done on Sunday, really could have run in, taken the bails off. So Kapil Dev has hurt an elbow as he's gone down. India now 6 for 150.
New batsman is Manoj Prabhakar. Good man to have in a situation such as this. He's had all sorts of problems at the bat this season, compounded in this innings by the 2 runouts he's been involved in of 2 potentially explosive players, Tendulkar and Kapil Dev. He's gone this time, completely mistimed it, and Alan Border doesn't make mistakes in that position. A good low catch, but by Alan Border standards, regulation. And India have lost their 7th wicket for 156.
Azharuddin will be looking for a hole to crawl into, having run 2 of his key players out. Now the one that's being relied on has whipped it away to the leg side. Alan Border, as Tony said, doesn't miss too many of those. The timing astray again. And the hole getting bigger and bigger for India. 7 for 156.
New batsman is Pandit, the wicketkeeper.
Gone. Good deliveries. Nice lift, genuine pace. That's the end of Pandit. India once again on the ropes.
That was short pitched, and it got up quite a bit. I was interested instantly in the reaction from the square leg umpire. There was no reaction. He got an outside edge. No call from the square leg umpire.
Yes.
And it was okay. It was just below shoulder height. It's 8 for 161.
Raju, the new batsman. Whitney's he's got one, he's gone, straight back. Regulation catch. India collapsing like a pack of cards at the Sydney Cricket Ground due to the pressure applied by the Australian bowlers and fieldsmen. Whitney chips in for a wicket.
That's another good performance from Mike Whitney, who's fitted in very, very well to this Australian side. He wasn't always a certainty to be chosen, but he's bowled extremely well this summer in the limited overs format. Nine for 163.
Javagal Srinath takes guard. It's well struck, just lofted down straight. That's 4. That's a good clean hit.
We saw Javagal Srinath in the Test match and in on other occasions on this tour play very well with the bat. Not a bad number 11.
I don't see Steve Waugh hit straight very often. It's a nice clean hit, well controlled hit, and all the way. Good crowd in, very noisy crowd, coolish day. Forecast was 29, but that breeze quite strong coming across the ground. In comes Stephen Waugh. Knocked him over, that's it. All out for 175. Steve Waugh breaks through, good length. Took the middle stump. A wonderful performance by the Australian team after India away to a great start. No wicket for 52, and then pressure was applied by Paul Rifle on debut, not getting the first 2 wickets. And in the end, the pressure told as that ball takes middle stump, and there goes stump vision, clean bowled by Stephen Waugh. And Waugh right on line. Here's his final delivery. Srinath, the batsman, there it comes. Over he goes. A wonderful effort by the Australian team. They were delighted with that performance.
That's a wonderful performance from the Australians. Really first-class effort. 175 they kept India to. That's the scorecard. A very good opening stand of 52 between Shastri and Srikant that took 109 balls. 22 for Shastri and 42 for Srikant. 175 all out, and brilliant bowling from the Australians, backed up by superb fielding once again. McDermott 10 overs, 2 maidens, and 2 for 17 was quite brilliant. Whitney 1 for 36. Rifle on debut 2 for 27. Steve Waugh 2 for 29. Peter Taylor none for 40, and Moody 1 for 18. So the Australians need 176 at 3.52 per over. They should do it, but you can never tell anything in these limited overs internationals. A good shot from Boone. He waited for the swing and then got it away past square leg. Easy 3. Again, Goodley the fielder. Straight onto the stumps. Prabhakar has struck. Jeff Marsh has gone inside edge back onto the stumps. Ball cut back. And posed him a problem, and he couldn't keep it away from the stumps.
So when it did cut back, it came back sharply. Really cramping Marsh for room, and straight onto the stumps. Good delivery there from Prabhakar. Jeffrey Marsh gone for 3, and Australia are 1 for 10.
Tom Moody is marking his centre there, taking block. Nice stroke from Moody. Very powerful driver of the ball.
Hit that with the full face, Tom Moody. Timed it to perfection.
Good shot. Got a forward short leg there. The Indians taking the attitude they've got to get wickets to win this match. And in so doing, they have plenty of attacking fieldsmen, which in turn leaves a few gaps.
That's the right attitude to take. They have to win this game. Mohammad Azharuddin realizes that this game is crucial as far as confidence is concerned.
Good shot. 4. David Boone loves him out there. So does Tendulkar. He should know better.
Indeed, he should. That you must never give any room to David Boone to play his favorite square cut. This is the shot he plays better than most. Getting right on top of the ball, rolling his wrists over.
Oh, tremendous shot. Full toss there. Smash through extra cover for 4. India don't need this. 9 runs off the over. 1 for 42. Good shot by Moody. This is a David and Goliath number, this is. He's 5'5", the bowler. The bat spin is about 6'8".
And often it's the Davids of the world who have triumphed, but not in this case.
He's to have put on 49 now. That brings up the 50. Yes, no. Replay.
Sidhu's throw coming in. And oh, judge for yourself. The picture speaks.
Well, that's what it was like in slow motion. It's not quite as easy for the umpires when it's at normal speed. Have a look at this. How would you like to be an umpire? Well, the Indians thought he was out, and no doubt all of you watching in India will see another headline in the Times of India tomorrow morning. That's from a seat down in the member stand, looking away towards the scoreboard.
dropped it. Difficult catch, but he's a tall man, and he might just have got his hands up, but it really went very quickly. Moody is hitting this ball well now.
Yes, it was a hot chance. He really did strike that beautifully, and it was really through Ravi Shastri before he got his hands up. But certainly he beat him in flight. But Moody looks to me to be coming right into top touch here, using the feet, getting not quite to the pitch. Poor rifle on debut, knocked over the first two, Shastri and Sukanth. Great start for him. Got tremendous support from Craig McDermott, who's bowling beautifully, with 18 wickets in this series so far. And the fielding was once again A grade.
Magnificent straight drive. You can't want a straight drive played with more authority than that.
Now, the informed batsman for the Australians at the moment, David Boone, doesn't get a lot of publicity. He's not a fashionable player, but my word, he's efficient against either pace or spin, and one of the best drivers in the world. This was the on drive, fairly straight, just opened the face there and hit it beautifully down the onside. 4 runs from the moment to hit the bat. He's a well-organised batsman.
And that is beautifully played. Delayed the shot, and will get 3 for it, even though he has to hurry. And what a wonderful bit of backing up, because that ball skidded off the turf once it pitched, so could so easily have eluded the fielder.
Good throw would have David Boone in some trouble there. He was struggling coming back, but it was wide. It was a good piece of fielding to back up and not give an overthrow, but one feels that Moody and Boone taking over here against Ravi Shastri.
Whip that away down through square leg. Might have been an illusion, but it looked almost as if the fielder at square leg ducked when that ball traveled in his direction. 1 for 85.
Shastri will throw the ball up, bowls the arm ball, the one that drift from off the leg, but mainly relies on the orthodox spin.
That inside out, deliberately going inside the ball to give himself room, and the Indians quite haven't got the slide as perfected as the Australians have done. And it goes all the way as Mandraker can't quite pull it back.
And David Boone doing to Ravi Shastri what he did to Shane Warne in the test match, hitting with the spin over cover, giving himself some room, and hitting it beautifully.
As Raju comes on.
Australia doing it quite comfortably at the moment. That brings up the 100, 1 for 100. David Boone, 50. Very good form, David Boone. Scored a fine century here in the Test match a few weeks ago. If it's not his favourite ground, it should be. Performs very well at the Sydney Cricket Ground. 4 fours from just 64 balls. Left arm spin continues in the shape of Ravi Shastri. Bowling from the Paddington end. Raju bowling from the Randwick end. So Shastri to continue. So the 100 partnership between these two comes up. 143 balls. David Boone on 52. He's done that in only 66 balls, so he hasn't had as much of the strike as Tom Moody, but Tom Moody brings up his 50. He's done it in very grand style, his second 50 of the series. different batting conditions. Still a very worthy performance. Struck the ball beautifully. Very fine timer of the ball. Hits it very hard without looking as though he's doing so.
If you're confident of the way you're playing, then you can always bat or bowl or field with a little extra.
Have to hurry. Mightn't have been far away, but was far enough. That's the difference between the teams in this competition. The Australians almost always hit.
And the West Indians have begun to hit over the weekend. The Indians still missing.
Down the ground, and well, he might have had the boundary as a consideration behind him. Ravi Shastri going back and getting the right hand to it, but he seemed very hesitant indeed as he went for the catch.
Yes, he had to run back. Probably had the side screen at the back of his mind.
That shot by Tom Moody, yet another boundary, means that this is the highest partnership now for the second wicket in a one-day international for Australia against India. Previous highest was in the 1983 World Cup between Trevor Chappell and Kim Hughes, Nottingham. And that's through as well, so things now really rattling along for Australia. Victory now within touching distance. 14 runs off the over so far.
A fine shot that, because the gap between short extra cover and extra covers was very narrow, and he picked it to perfection.
And he's lofted that down the ground. Shastri settling under it, but it's gone over him again. Shastri has asked the spectators behind him if it did carry. They're saying no, and he's signalling 4. The umpire has already signaled 6.
Now, almost a action replay of the David Boone shot.
And as we saw, it was really only 4. The ball hitting the sideboard full. Oh, that's well struck. He just eased on that. Looked to be nothing more than a defensive forward push, but he gets 3 for it.
It's becoming easier and easier for Australia as they come close to their target.
And even with just 6 runs required for victory, the Australians continue to press the Indian fielders. There's that record partnership against India for Australia in one-day internationals. Previous highest between Trevor Chappell and Kim Hughes back in the '83 World Cup. That's it. Australia have won. A resounding victory by 9 wickets. They were assured their place in the finals in any case, but they go into the finals with the most one-sided result of the competition. That gives them 5 victories in their 8 matches in the qualifying round against 2 defeats, 1 each by India and the West Indies, and that abandoned game because of the weather against the West Indies at the MCG. So Australia, who have been in the finals of every one of the World Series tournaments,